Welcome back everyone to the Snetterton 300 circuit for the next round of the BTCC SHAREfactory Championship from Neo Racing. So here we go. And off we go. Good start from Blakeney. Let's head down towards Riches. A little bit of contact with Jam, and then Kiefer puts Blakeney into Neil. We're okay though, I think we all got away with it. Just a little bit more tapping going on. Coming down to the chicane. Bidzster still ahead of TY at the first corner. Jamo goes up the inside of Blakeney. Stevie tries to follow, a little bit of contact. Out the corner, Blakeney's on the grass. All looking okay so far. Jay's up the inside of Stevie as well. Jamo's up the inside of Neil, I think that is as well. Let's have a look at Jamo and Neil. I think Neil's just about going to hold on to that. No, Jamo's at the inside. He's got it, and Blakeney's trying to follow suit as well. There's Blakeney and Neil. Blakeney backs off, gives the space. Going in to Oggies. Stevie, bam! Up the inside of Blakeney. Gives him a little tap and says, "Thank you, sunshine." And then Blakeney goes ahead. So anyway. Oh, Blakeney runs wide. Stevie's got a good run now. He's going to go through. He's going to watch the speed of the BMW as well. Anyway, coming into the chicane. Bidzster's in front of TY, only just into the chicane. Bidzster gets a nice slide sideways there. Oh, Blakeney's sideways as well. Again, onto the grass. A little bit of contact with Jay, I think. Let's have a look. Still side by side. No, they're okay now. We've gone through the bomb hole down towards Coram. Blakeney's going to try and go around the outside. He's a brave man if he's going to pull this off. He's still going around the outside. A little bit of a touch and he's through. Good move there by Blakeney. Brave to keep it around the outside though. Now he's going to watch for the overrun speed of the BMW, because the BMW is a fast car in a straight line. Here we go into Riches. This is Keith and Jamo with Neil closing up on them. Neil's really closing up on Jamo. He's trying to go on the outside. Jamo's going to defend. Oh, Jamo's a bit late on the brakes and hits Keith. And Neil hits Keith as well. Puts him in the air. Jamo goes across. Stevie gets hit as well. And Neil has the rejoin intake and puts running Keith onto the grass. Wow, it all kicked off there. And Blakeney's trying to go up the inside of Keith and just takes him off. I can't believe the standards of driving at the minute. Oh my god. Anyway, Danny Quaver's now up the inside of Jay. Having a little sneaky look at Jamo. God, that all kicked off back there. Cannot believe that. I mean, all fair to Jamo, he did outbrake himself, and yeah, there was contact, but for Neil to go into Keith like that, I mean, God, he gave Keith a good flying lesson there. But anyway, and it's just one of those racing incidents, I think, just it all kicked off. Now let's have a look at the incident at the start of lap 2 on board with Neil. So here we go, and he's going to go round the outside of Jamo, onto the brakes. He's closed in. Neil does a bit hot himself. Jamo hits Keith, and then there's nothing Neil can do there. Neil goes wide to let other people back on, and then doesn't realise that Keith's still on his left. That's just one of those racing incidents from Neil's point of view. From that, but because he's trying to get it turned round, and that's it from Neil's point of view. Now let's have a look from on board with Keith. So we're going into the hairpin just like normal. Bang! There goes Jamo's hit, and boom! There's the second one from when Neil had nowhere to go as well. And then he just rejoins, keeping to the side, and then Neil just comes across to sort of take a wider line to let other people on, and then there was just contact. So there's nothing that anyone could do about it there. So that was it from Keith's point of view. And then that's obviously what happened when Blakeney came charging up the inside like a blooming missile and took poor old Keith out again. So yes, that was very bad, a very bad section of track for Keith, but never mind, he gets back going and he was hunting down Neil. Now, we're just going on board with Stevie, who was behind this battle. between these lots. So you can see it down ahead. Jamo out brakes, hits Keith, and then Neil hits Keith, and then they all start flying. Poor old Stevie tries to slow down but has nowhere to go but into Jamo. So he lets Jamo get back on with it. And then there you see Neil spinning from both of them rejoining, and all hell's still breaking loose. There goes Blakeney charging through. Bit of contact between Jamo and Stevie as well. Then there's Blakeney going over the curb, completely takes Keith off the track. And that was that. So anyway, let's calm things down and get back looking at all the battles that's going to be going on. So there's Jay on the straight. TY still right up Bidster's back end as we come towards the end of lap 2 into Coram. Jay's passing Danny Quaver there. Danny must have lost some speed out the chicane there. So here we go, coming in towards Coram. Blakeney's at the inside, and he just comes across, takes Danny out completely. Such aggressive driving there by Blakeney. There was no need for that. Just came straight across, and then as Blakeney rejoins there, he comes across straight in front of Neil, and then he hits Danny Quaver and Neil again, and then just hits Neil again as well. Such bad driving there by Blakeney. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Such dirty driving. And now he's just going to try and take advantage and go back up the inside, just go round the outside on the straight again. If I were him, I would have slowed down, let them get away, and just gone behind, because that was such disrespectful driving. And he's almost hit Danny again. That is on. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised he spun there. And I frankly don't care, because of the standards of driving was just absolutely rubbish, to be polite. Anyway, now let's have a look on board with Blakeney at all the carnage that happened with him and Danny Quaver. So here we go into the chicane. Jay gets a good run out, passes Danny up the inside from the overrun. Jay has to slow down because Danny has to slow down. Blakeney doesn't slow down and hits him up the rear end. And you can see there, see his hands on the wheel just go straight across into Danny, just turns straight into him. And then as he rejoins, goes over to the right and then doesn't even look. Neil's there. Then Neil doesn't have nowhere to go. Then Blakeney just rams into the back of Danny and then just hits Neil. There was just no need for all that at all. So he should be ashamed of himself. But there we go. Anyway, back to the action. Let's all calm down and get back to the action. So we've got Keith and Neil, who have been severely beat up in this race, but hey-ho, just a matter of gaining some time back and getting their heads down. I'm sure they'll be able to claw something back. Meanwhile at the front, Bidzster and TY are still battling out. Bidster's lost out to TY. TY's lost it. TY's gone in too hot, he's lost it, and Bidzster, a little bit of a tap, but Bidzster couldn't do anything to try and avoid him there. TY must have been just too hot into the corner there, and the back end just stepped out. So let's see if Bidzster can pull a gap now on TY. So he's going to the chicane. There's Stevie, and there's Jamo. There's Jay. And here comes Neil and Keith as well. Who did a lot? Keith, Neil, Danny coming through the battle. There you go, lovely. There's Danny. There's the very dangerous driving Blakeney in 9th place. Anyway, towards the front. I think Jamo is closing in on Stevie slowly. We'll go through Riches, down towards the Montreal hairpin. Still, Stevie goes a bit really deep into there, misses his braking point a little bit. Steve, bit of a sideways smoke there for Stevie. He goes aggressively around the corner. And we've got Keith catching Neil slowly, I think, as well. See if these two can make up any ground or have another battle with each other. Hopefully this time it won't end up in flying cars. Neil goes onto the dirt. Tries to do a 007 smokescreen to Keith, but Keith's not having none of it. Into the Agostini hairpin and out. In towards Hamilton. No, it looks like it's going to be they might close up within another lap or so. Here's Stevie on the Bentley straight, coming down towards Brundle and Nelson. In towards Brundle, into Nelson. Jamo, yeah, Jamo, you can see. Oh, Stevie goes a bit wide though. Stevie goes wide. Will Jamo be able to take advantage? No, he's not close enough yet, but he might be close enough to mount. No, he's backed off for some reason. I think he had a bit of a slide on into the bomb hole. So we'll see how that fares out. I think TY's closing up on Bids, but he's not. I don't think he's going to be closing up fast enough. But we'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on that gap. Here's Mr. Danny Quaver. Only his second race in the championship. He's not doing too bad. Sorry, his third race in the championship. Beg your pardon. He did race both races at Tilton Park last time out. Anyway, here comes. Oh, on him. Blakeney's close behind Danny. Let's hope he doesn't hit anyone this time. He's going to try and go around the outside. Danny's keeping a defensive line. See on the inside of the corner. Blakeney's going to have to go around the outside if he wants past. Nope, he backs off. He's being a bit more sensible about it this time. When he said that, he's getting right up behind him again. He's going to try and go down the inside into Montreal hairpin. Onto the brakes. And a clean move. It's his first clean move of the race, but at least he's done one. And Danny's got. I don't think Danny's got an answer for Blakeney there. Just a bit too hot to the corner now. I think Blakeney will pull away now. So still a good move there by Blakeney. Sort of recovered from a little bit from what he did earlier. Jamo's closing up to Stevie again. Gap's closing down slowly, but not dramatically. But let's see if Stevie can hold on. And meanwhile, TY's up the inside of Bidzster. This is the last lap. Bidzster has been caught by TY. He's going wide to try and keep a defensive line going into Murray's, but is he going to be defending too much? I think TY's going to get him. I think. Come on, camera, alter. Camera. Yes, TY got him on the exit. TY got him on the exit because Bidzster defended too hard and lost the speed. But well done, TY. You won the race from Bidzster in second place. Right, here's a replay of what happened to Bidzster on that lap 5, and then you just see the car just twitches there, loses it, plants the throttle, and then turned into it in a miraculous recovery there, and that's how TY was able to get back on the back of him, and then slip past in the last corner. Good race by them two. Here comes Jamo. Did get Stevie in the end. Jamo's past Stevie. Stevie must have made a mistake somewhere. Jamo is third. Stevie there is fourth. There's Jay in fifth, and when the camera fixes itself, there's Neil and Keith after the battering that they took in this race, 6th and 7th. There's the cause of most of the drama, Blakeney in 8th, he's going to be 8th, and Danny Quaver, there he goes, in 9th place, and Bazza Smith, who's still trying to get up to speed in the BMW. He'll get there eventually. So well done, good race, and that is it. Now I'm going to be putting an extension on the end of this video for the highlights of some of the action-packed crashes and stuff that happened in that race. So watch out for that, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the race, and I'll see you next time.